Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Evan McPherson getting this one started. And off we go in Western New York. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense are heading out, and they are led by the MVP of the National Football League, 29-year-old quarterback Josh Allen in the prime of his career.
And certainly deserving of that MVP award. Just a year ago, 28 touchdown passes, but it was just 6 interceptions, and that's really where the improvement has come. We've all seen the size, the speed, the big arm, Mike, since he's come into the league. But now that the negative plays are going down, really the next step for him, really the only thing left on that resume is to go out and try to get that Lombardi Trophy. You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
This one downfield, complete to Cooks. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Big play there for the Bills. And even 30 yards.
When we had a chance to talk to the coach the other day, what did he tell us, Mike? He said, I want to come out and be aggressive right from the start. And with that big shot downfield here early, I think it's pretty safe to say that's exactly what they have done. Now the key is, can they turn that explosive play into an opening drive touchdown and really get off to a fast start?
He was looking for Brandon Cooks with that pass. And that will lead to a second down. Allen going to give it to Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
On third down, it's Allen. That is caught. Cooks gets the grab. 2 receptions for him on this drive. This one good for 16 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
A tackle made by B.J. Hill. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bengals' 26-yard line.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
Still 2nd down.
They'll run the draw with Cook. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there. Stop him for no gain.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up. And now they face 3rd down. From the gun, here is Allen. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Buffalo. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Bills 7, Bengals nothing.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So, here come the Bengals. And, Greg, there is no denying the talent of this man. Joe Burrow led the league in passing yards and touchdowns a season ago.
And the expectations coming into this year for Joe Burrow and this Bengals offense, they're sky high. And I know last year the defense was the issue and they really struggled, but the offense did their part. If the defense can have some improvement, they made a change at coordinator, they brought in some new personnel, the efficiency and the explosiveness of that offense is good enough not only to compete in the AFC, but to compete for a Super Bowl. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
Play action now. It's Burrow. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. Andre Yosivach was the intended receiver. Third down coming up.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow, so that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it, but in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Automatic first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Unfortunately, Mike, over my career, I've been in this guy's shoes plenty of times, probably more than I wish to admit. You take your eyes off the ball. You think about becoming a runner before securing the catch, and when you do that, you end up watching the ball fall to the ground.
He'll swing this one out to Brown. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. That is a big play for Cincinnati. 38 yards.
And they decide to bring pressure here on 3rd down, but he does a really nice job, remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
And the Bengals are going to be set up 1st and goal. Nice run, getting them down to the 6.
That's another Bengals 1st down. 1st and goal, Cincinnati.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They bring Chase in motion. Burrow here on 2nd down. Pass crossing right side, and Chase has it. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
And now movement up front. This crowd is making it tough down deep in the red zone. Now they operate from back at the 9, and it's 3rd down and goal. Back to throw. Burrow. This one caught at the 4.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
They're trying to answer that opening drive touchdown on the other side. So the offense stays out, and they go for it on 4th and goal.
Encroachment, defense. Still 4th down.
They'll run it and give it to the big guy. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on down.
You know, Mike, I can tell you from experience, when you put together a drive of that length, the amount of plays that had to be put in to move the ball that far, and then to come away with no points, that's a tough one. That could be a real deflator for an offense.
On behalf of Greg, myself, our entire crew, we hope you're having a great Thanksgiving. The NFL has done such a good job, not only in extending this Thanksgiving over the years to 3 games, but over the last few years specifically, really putting the focus on John Madden, what he meant to Thanksgiving, what he meant to football, including this game. The John Madden Thanksgiving celebration. Man, was a staple on TV, and we at EA Sports proud to do our part to honor John and keep his legacy going forever. And he's going to manage to get this out of harm's way and bring it to the 5-yard line. Good gain of 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 5-yard line.
2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And they'll get him down up around the 15-yard line.
It's a gain
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. Good for a Bills first down.
1st and 10.
And this is so much of the skill sets that we're seeing around the league at the running back position. You don't want to have to sub your running back off the field, Mike, when you build what they call these empty or 5-wide sets. Can you keep your running back and run true receiver routes and be a threat? Because when you can, there's a lot of big plays to be made.
He's brought down by Barrett Carter. A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
To Brandon Cooks.
Just take what the defense is giving you. And you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
3rd down, it's Allen. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
First down.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Brought down at the 28-yard line. A brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Allen going to make the read and hold on here.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Allen to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Bengals offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. On the ground, it's Brown. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. TJ Sanders there to make the play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. And the Bengals going to have a 1st down.
43-yard line.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
So, 1 quarter in the books on this Thanksgiving night. The Bills with the early advantage. More after this. You're watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's Bengals football here to begin the 2nd quarter. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. A quick slant taken by Chase.
Burrow's pass. Complete to number 1, Jamar Chase. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down. They go play action for Burrow. That's into the hands of Yosibas. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
That's a gain of 4.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled 1st half continues. So instead of 3rd and short, it's now 3rd and 6. Burrow has caught Gesicki on the right, and he'll be forced out of bounds.
A gain of 12 yards.
It's a pickup of 12. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. They'll run here with Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 11. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Mike Gesicki was the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They've moved the ball well here, but now face 3rd and 2. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Defense. Automatic first down.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Infraction, defense.
Still 2nd down.
Second down. Burrow. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown. That's what he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
We'll go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. Higgins sent in motion. Throwing is Burrow. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Not only does he let the ball go through his hands, he lets 6 points slip away with that drop. I mean, everyone else does their job. The ball's on target. Listen, this is the big boy league now. The reality is, you've just got to catch the ball.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And As the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Gesicki, the man in motion. Burrow to throw for it on fourth down. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
Result of the play.
The Bills offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll operate from their own 3-yard line as they try to put something together here on this drive. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And they'll get him down up around the 15-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
Well, that run came at the perfect time, Mike. Anytime you find yourself backed up near your own goal line, the goal is to just start with 1 first down. They were able to get it here. Now you give a little breathing room, a little room to operate. Fresh set of downs. Keep this drive alive.
His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
Here's a handoff to Cook. And mark him down up beyond the 30. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Buffalo.
First down.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Play action. It's Allen. Which is made there on the left side by Cooks. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 5. Allen going to keep it on the zone read. Electrifying run, bringing it all the way inside the 15-yard line. Big play there for the Bills. 52 yards.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
And this is why you tailor your offense around a guy like this. I mean, every once in a while, mix in some design runs. He's got such game-changing ability with the ball in his hands. And here, he rips off a big one.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
At the 5-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down and 3. From the gun, here is Allen. Oh, man, wide open. He's got it. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Prater, extra point is good. And the Bills move out on top, 14-0.
Bengals nothing. Matt Prater set to
So
kick
now
off.
Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Charlie Jones now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense, and they get set to take over once more. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrows. That's complete. It's Yosivas. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 5. Burrow. Will set up the screen to Brown. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
A 7-yard gain.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game. Just one more thing for the defense to have to defend. Make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone. Defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that. Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Burrow here on 2nd down. Open is the tight end, Hudson. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Truth be told, the tight end probably would have been better off dropping that ball. But let's talk about this corner. Not only diagnosing the play, but being physical enough to bring the big tight end down for a loss.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Oh, the hard count looks like they cut somebody to jump. If they did, they pick up the 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
First and 10. Now Brown. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
1st and 10 now from the 36. To throw is Burrow. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Cole Bishop. Inside the 20. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. And they extend the lead. The defense joining the party. A pick 6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick 6.
Prater on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills mistake themselves to a 21-0 lead.
21. Bengals nothing.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. A first down throw for Burrow. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Now, Burrow. On the run. A marker comes in as he goes down. It is a sack, and that flag definitely in the area of holding. Back to throw, Burrow. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete. Trying to connect with Chase Brown on that one. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He's going to let it go deep for Chase. He's got it. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Burrow finds Chase for a big one. 52 yards.
First down, Cincinnati.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. To throw is Burrow. We'll find Brown out of the backfield. He's taken down just shy of the 10. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go until halftime. They can still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. They go play action for Burrow.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing down, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
Burrow to throw. That one to the end zone, but incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it'll be 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call. I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on fourth and wind up turning it over on down. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. They'll throw on first down with Allen.
Complete to number 5, Josh Palmer. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 13-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. One final throw before the break, and that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Burrow going to do this himself. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now, Burrow. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
They'll look to set up the screen here. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
Nice job by the defense there, stopping them short on 3rd down. Brings up 4th, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions.
Shakir to return. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The Bills offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Throwing now. Allen here on first down.
Allen's pass complete to Josh Palmer. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 4. Arm a handoff. This is Cook. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Demetrius Knight there on the tackle.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Allen on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Bengals offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. For Brown. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing it and dropping him for a loss.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Open man is the tight end, Sample. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Burrow now. This one deep downfield for Chase. And that is incomplete.
And another wasted drive here, Mike, and they start to add up. And coming out of halftime, you would think that they would make some adjustments to try to get some points on the scoreboard, but so far, looks like much of the same.
The Bengals ready to punt this one away. He's got the wind at his back as he's on to punt this one away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Now it's Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. Good-looking screenplay there. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Geno Stone with the tackle.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Once again, it's Cook. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A gain there of 15. Good for a Bills first down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
So now they'll throw it with Allen. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And 6 yards.
The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
This one just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
Raiders' kick is good. And the Bills extend the lead to 24-0.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. Here comes a return from the goal line. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Burrow, RPO, get it to Chase. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 6. Play action now. It's Burrow. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
So now the Bengals and Burrow will come out and try to add 2.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll look to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. They try for 2, and it does not pan out.
Mike, there's not a lot of ways to break this play down other than saying you get the wide open target, you have the play you want, you're aggressive going for 2, you just got to catch the ball.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And that'll go out of bounds. A great effort. They wanted to pin them, a directional kick, cover it, but instead the ball goes out of bounds, so it backfires, and they'll take over at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A design run here for Allen. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. That's Palmer, the man in motion. To the air. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He's got his man. That's Kincaid. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Third and 6. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's Brown. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30-yard line.
2nd and a yard. someone up front moves early,
Ball start.
can't continue to make these mistakes if you're trying to mount a big comeback. That one's on Orlando Brown Jr. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Following the penalty, they'll run it. They'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. That's on the 2024 first-rounder of Marius Mims. Burrow here on 2nd down. That's complete. It's Yosibas. A gain of 21 on that pass play. It's a Cincinnati first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, Burrow. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That is brought in, and he will finally be taken down. How about that? A really big play as the final one here in the 3rd. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll run on 2nd down. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
A 22-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are back within 2 scores.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. To return, here's Ray Davis. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bills' offense ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Cook. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
To throw is Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Allen. That's to Kincaid once again. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
First down.
And at this stage of the game, every 1st down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
To throw once more, here's Allen. Looking middle, he's got it complete to Coleman. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
And the Bills,
they get 12 yards on that pass. First down, Buffalo.
49-yard line.
They'll run straight ahead with Cook. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Demetrius Knight. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 46-yard line.
Now Allen. They'll try to hit him with a screen. On the move, past the 40. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
12 yards.
That screen goes for 12. And that's a 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Allen now on 2nd down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
To number 4, James Cook. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7. Allen will throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
The veteran Matt Prater now out to try this field goal. This one from 39 yards out. Prater's kick is good, and the Bills will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So, Prater now, after the made field goal, back out to kick off. Jones now on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. This one not quite on target. And too much. That one falls incomplete.
So they're trying to get the ball out of the hand of the quarterback. That's the best way to slow down any good pass rush, but the accuracy and the run after catch is a critical part of the play. So when this ball is not thrown out in front, what they call the front shoulder pad throw, it makes it really hard for this slant route to get completed when the ball's thrown so far behind it.
And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send their tight end left. They'll give on the ground. A big hole. Still going. And he will go all the way. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bengals are able to cut into the deficit.
Bengals 16.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. James Cook and the rest of this Buffalo offense head back out, and he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Allen going to give it to Cook. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
Now here's a keeper on his own read. The ball comes out, and it is recovered by the Bengals.
You know, it's amazing, Mike, that guys still end up fumbling the ball, because I can tell you from experience, the first 15 minutes of every offensive practice is ball security circuit, and that could be a combination of multiple things. How to go to the ground without getting loose to the ball, almost like the art of falling. It could be running over bags or through bags as guys take swats at the ball trying to knock it out. There are so many ways to simulate what the game is like, because at the end of the day, if you want to win in the NFL, protecting the ball is the #1 priority, and it cannot be stressed enough.
On first down, Burrow. There's that man again, another catch. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules, and the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
Still second down.
Second down, Burrow. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
To throw is Burrow. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Back to throw, Burrow. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And he's going to have a Bengals first down. As they manage to convert, that'll keep this drive alive.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they can.
And he will score! Game on! Andre Yosibov! Touchdown, Bengals. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Here's Burrow. That's caught, so they get the two-point conversion. All of a sudden, that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the fourth.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on two-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Davis now to return it. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Bills offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. In motion goes Cooks. Cook gets it out of the pistol. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. And now the defense is going to take their first time out. Remember, they get an extra one built in with the 2-minute warning coming up momentarily.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. In motion goes Cooks. Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And he's going to be taken down after a big 2nd down pickup. But we do have a penalty marker on the field. From the gun, here is Allen. And that is incomplete. But now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Throwing on 2nd down. It's Allen. That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete.
And we got a big 3rd down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
3rd and 10. Allen to throw again. He's going to pick up the 1st down and more. And he'll be taken down. Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal. Tight end, the motion man to the right. Here's Cook. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity. but he is going to come up short.
Just shy of the goal line.
And now we get a timeout
No gain on the play.
by the defense.
Leads to
The clock
second
stops
and
with
goal.
1:50 left in the game. Now here's 2nd and goal. Now a design run. It's Allen. He will do it himself. He's in. Josh Allen. Touchdown, Buffalo.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Now Prater to tack on the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Going to get a stoppage here. We have an injured Bengal on the field. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Jones now on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Jamar Chase headed back out there along with the rest of his Bengal teammates. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Man in motion, heading right. They'll drop to throw. Short one into the hands of Gesicki. He's close to a 1st down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
To the outside, it's looked in by Chase. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Burrow and his favorite target, Chase, for the Cincinnati 1st down.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Burrow's pass complete to Andre Yosibon. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is, firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
The Buffalo crowd being heard before 3rd down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Automatic 1st down.
They'll need to score and do it quickly. Still 1 timeout left. Final minute, 1st and 10. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key
Neutral
third
zone
down?
infraction, defense.
Still second down.
It is 2nd down and 5. The tight end Fant in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. There's Fant open right side. And he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Brown. And right to the 25-yard line. That is enough for the first down. So they pick it up on the ground, and the drive keeps going.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Here's a shot toward the end zone. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Burrow here on 2nd down. And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Burrow to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Allen down to a knee, and that should do it. So the Bills Mafia goes home happy. It's a win for Buffalo. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that is the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bills are victorious as we say so long from Buffalo.